darling heart, and welcome to the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. This is the podcast that helps you to see that drinking less doesn't need to be stressful, lonely or boring. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson, and I decided to have a year alcohol-free as a little life experiment and haven't looked back. With my experience and training, I now help other women with their alcohol-free or drink less adventures. You can find out more about me and sign up to my 5-day Drink Less challenge at drinklesslivebetter.com. I'm here to tell you that you can relax, connect and have fun without alcohol in your life. Join me here each week to find out how. Well, here we are. If you're listening to this podcast in the first week of February, you have made it through to the end of January, the longest month ever. February is here and you can breathe out a massive sigh of what? Relief, disbelief, tension, surprise, joy, hope, relaxation, grief. What? What do you breathe out? Do it with me now. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in together through the nose and then breathe out long and slow through the mouth while we think of the feeling. What came to you? I'm feeling joyful about all the people who've used this opportunity to reassess their relationship with alcohol. Some people will, of course, be planning to return to their pre-January drinking ways and be totally happy with that. They will think that they've given their liver a bit of a break, enjoyed some better sleep, and perhaps explored a few new or different ways to socialise. There will also be a whole host of people who have really enjoyed the experience and will have made another commitment to their health and well-being to continue perhaps for another month, maybe 2, 3 or longer. And then there'll be people who didn't fit in either of these camps, the ones who didn't quite make it through a dry January and wonder why it was so hard, those who were tripped up by unexpected events, either good or bad, that they felt they needed a drink to celebrate or commiserate, and those who couldn't get started in the first place. If you listened to last week's episode, There's a Hole in My Sidewalk, you may have realised that the poem is not specifically written about sobriety, although it's often quoted in recovery circles. I see it as being about transformation. How we keep on making the same mistakes until we know better and are able to make a change. First, we need to notice the change we want to make. Then we need to try new strategies to move ourselves closer to the change we want. We might not get it right for a while. We may need different tools, plans, and the support of others. Once we decide our new path, it's still possible to make mistakes, of course, but we learn from them as we go. We learn about that hole in the sidewalk, how to get out of it quicker, and eventually how to avoid it altogether. Let's not forget, if you continue to make the same choices, you're going to end up with the same results every time. Remember, we're all just winging it. We are all flawed and perfectly imperfect. We just need to notice the unhelpful patterns, behaviours and actions and learn what thoughts, feelings and emotions are driving them. Thank you for listening today. Please listen in again next week. I'd be delighted if you could rate and review this podcast. Thank you. And P.S. I believe in you.